The Uncharted series redefined the modern action-adventure genre, not just through storytelling or visuals, but by revolutionizing the very concept of set pieces. In this video, we will explore three of the series' signature set piece types: the vehicle chase, the collapsing environment, and the cat and mouse. To understand why they aren't just thrilling, but brilliantly, meticulously crafted experiences. So join me and let's discover the magic of Uncharted set pieces together. Let's start with the vehicle chase, which has been around since the first game, but hit its pinnacle in Uncharted 4, Chapter 11, Hidden in Plain Sight, Never Compromise the Brotherhood. Probably the best chapter of Uncharted 4, in my opinion, involving puzzle solving and the narrative stakes rising in the search for Avery's treasure, a short cat and mouse segment which eventually culminates in the legendary Madagascar pursuit. A cinematic rollercoaster blending open world mobility with tight scripted design. You're in control, but the experience feels perfectly paced, almost choreographed. So, what makes it tick? The city is deceptively open. Winding roads, destructible shanty towns, and natural slopes push you forward. It's not just a map, it's a funnel designed for fluid action. Every bump, turn, and crash has weight. The physics engine isn't just about realism, it's about responsiveness. Even if the path is somewhat guided, you are driving the story. Listen closely, the engine stutters when you brake hard, bullets snap near your head, and NPCs shout in panic. It's chaos, but orchestrated.
Hang on! Where the hell are you going? You're the one who said just head down! See? Coming through! Oh, this was really a great idea, Nick. Do you want to drive? Oh, you're doing just fine. See? I got it.
Sound guides your awareness, building tension even when your eyes can't keep up. Drake's banter, Sully's commentary ground the spectacle in character. The vehicle chase is quite synonymous with the action-adventure genre. The Uncharted series had been working on this type of set piece since its debut in Uncharted 1 in the jungle, to Uncharted 2 in the Himalayas, and Uncharted 3 in the desert and on horseback, with the horses somehow managing to keep up with vehicles, each improving on top of the last till they finally created this series' magnum opus, vehicle chase in Uncharted 4.
What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
It begins with a gasp. Drake bleeding, half-conscious, hanging off a derailed train that's suspended over a Himalayan cliff. No tutorial, no exposition, just gravity, groaning metal, and the sheer will to survive. Welcome to Uncharted 2. This scene is Uncharted 2's mission statement. The environment is alive, unstable, and constantly changing. The train is both a platform and a death trap. Metal shreds away under your feet. Each ledge is temporary. It's not a level, it's a countdown. What you press isn't always what happens. You climb and a step collapses. You jump and the handhold gives out. The game plays with your expectations, constantly undercutting your sense of control. Not to frustrate, but to immerse. This train moans like a dying creature. Steel warps, ice cracks, and far below the wind howls. It creates a kind of primal panic. You're not just playing, your instincts are screaming, "Get a move on!" Drake doesn't just climb, he groans, winces, mutters to himself. You're not a superhero, you're human, vulnerable, and all this culminates in a memorable sequence, and the most immersive experience I've personally ever had playing a video game.
Torch is going out. We gotta find a way out of here.
Wait, up there. Come on, come on. Give me a hand!
This chapter flips the collapsing environment concept on its head. Here, it's not the floor that's breaking, it's the rules of safety. The ruins are infested with creatures that thrive in darkness. Light is safety. When torches fall or lights break, panic sets in. You're chasing survival. Here, silence is terrifying. You hear skittering whispers, scratching, suggestions of movement you can't see. It's horror by implication. The environment doesn't just collapse physically, it collapses your sense of security. Nate's breathing quickens. His movements tighten. You feel his fear, not through exposition, but through animation and voice. It's performance-driven tension, and one of the best environment collapses in the series.
God! The whole damn tower's coming down! Go! Keep running, Sully!
Exploring the French chateau is my favourite chapters of Uncharted 3, but there is another memorable environment collapse before we move on. If the train was vertical panic, and the ruins were darkness as death, then the sinking cruise ship is Uncharted's answer to environmental horror. When the ship begins to tilt and flood, the entire level reorients. What was a wall becomes the floor. A hallway turns into a water slide. The game doesn't just ask you to adapt, it forces you to relearn spatial logic under pressure. Movement becomes sluggish. You swim through debris, fighting the current. The controls are intentionally clumsy, replicating the disorientation of real drowning panic. You're no longer agile, you're desperate. You see rooms flood, glass burst, corridors implode. There's no safe zone. The environment destruction is relentless and visceral. Not a background event, but an active threat you have to escape. Drake is quite literally drowning in consequences. This isn't just spectacle, it's a metaphor. The ocean becomes a mirror of the moral depth he's sunk to. In these moments, Uncharted stops being a third-person shooter and becomes something rarer, a choreographed chaos simulator. The environments are not passive, they react, betray, and hunt you. These collapses aren't cheap thrills, they're tightly woven sensory puzzles. You don't just play them, you live them. This is what makes them immersive and iconic.
What's that noise?
Oh, no way!
The Uncharted series is often remembered for explosions, quips, and spectacle, but beneath the chaos lies something more psychologically gripping. The moments when you're not the one chasing, but the one being chased. When every step forward is met with a new threat, smarter, faster, and more relentless than before. Welcome to the cat and mouse game. This isn't just a combat encounter, it's a dynamic predator-prey sequence where the hunter is the sky itself. The level forces constant movement, buildings collapse, floors fall away, and windows explode as you run. Verticality is used against you. The higher you climb, the more exposed you are. The helicopter is a persistent, reactive enemy. It doesn't follow a script, it tracks you. It cuts off escape routes, demolishes cover, and punishes hesitation. There's no leisurely cover shooting here. You're leaping across rooftops under direct fire. Every button press, every mistimed jump could mean death. The game isn't just asking you to move, it's forcing you to survive, putting you under pressure so you're always on the back foot. The whir of blades, the shriek of missiles, and the thunder of explosions create a cacophony of pressure. But more importantly, there's no musical cues for safety. Silence only means the next shot hasn't come yet. Uncharted 2's train level isn't just a technical marvel, it's the purest expression of the cat and mouse level design. You're always being watched, always always being followed. Environment that moves with you and against you. The terrain isn't static. Trees zip by, bridges come and go, and enemies use the movement of the train to flank, surprise, and corner you. The tension never resets. The game doesn't give you waves, it constantly chases you. The moving cars mean shifting cover, different weapon ranges, and environmental hazards. You're forced to adapt constantly. Drake is no longer in control, he's reactive, improvising every second. The horizon rushes toward you, but the train feels like it's going nowhere. You're stuck in the chase, and the only way out is through. Now the chase inverts. You're not being stalked from outside, you're trapped inside, face to face with overwhelming firepower. Gone are the vistas. You're now in narrow, dim train cars. Enemies are everywhere, there's no room to hide, only enough space to shoot, reload, and panic. Midway through, the player is pinned down by a mounted gun. It's not just a roadblock, it's an intelligent threat that tracks movement, controls space, and forces you to change tactics. You have to outthink it, not just outgun it. Echoes in the tunnel, ricochets off the walls, no ambient score, just you, the gunfire, and the deafening roar of machinery. The silence between battles is almost worse. It gives you time to dread the next step. Drake's exhausted, wounded, and alone. The pacing slows, the lighting tightens, you can feel the game squeezing you. These cat and mouse encounters may not have the bombast of collapsing towers or flaming chases, but they are masterclasses in forcing the player to be defensive. They don't just test your reflexes, they test your nerves, your awareness, your instincts. In these moments, Uncharted flips its formula. You're not the action hero on top of the world, you're a mouse, barely holding on. And it's here, when you're most vulnerable, Naughty Dog shows its greatest strength. Creating gameplay that breathes, panics, and adapts right alongside you. You're not winning, you're surviving, and that's what makes these set pieces great level design. So what makes Uncharted set pieces a masterpiece? It's not just scale, spectacle, or budget. It's design with intent. Environments that move, sound that speaks, inputs that empower, and characters that elevate the chaos and make the experience immersive. In the hands of lesser developers, these would be forgettable sequences. In Naughty Dog's hands, they become narrative engines. They tell stories through motion, sound, and sensation. They remind us why games, when done right, aren't just watched or played, they're experienced. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what's your favourite set piece in the Uncharted series. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll catch you all next time.